Hello everyone, welcome to my live stream. Today I am doing Chibi Friday. It's my first one of this year. It's also my 20th live stream Chibi Friday anyway. I definitely drew less than 20 Chibis because at least one other one has taken me multiple efforts to finish. Not including this one, which was the last one I did. This sketch is exactly where I left it off last time I did Chibi Friday, which was right before my final semester of school started. And once school started, it was like, nope, it's not happening. I'm not going to be able to live stream art and also finish my senior project. But we're back, and even though I've moved on to other things in this sketchbook, I've had this little tab here and I can finally take it off because I definitely wanted to come back and finish this Chibi. This is what do they call him? Misyr Rex in English, Misyr Rex in Japanese, from one of my favorite Otome visual novels, Café Enchanté, or Café Enchanté. Another thing that's new today, though you guys won't see it, is I borrowed a, I keep calling it a remote mouse. That's not what it is. A cordless mouse. Borrowed a cordless mouse from my husband so that I could control my smaller monitor that's connected to my PC, which is over there, but my streaming area is over here, and I've got this monitor that can swing back and forth, and it's facing me now. Before, I couldn't control it. I had to get up and walk around to the PC station in order to do stuff, but now I've got this, and I want to get the chat open. So I've got two reference images. My swinging monitor is divided into 4. I've got OBS in the top right so that I can make sure everything's looking good there. I've got Twitch open in the bottom right, and I want to get the chat open there. And then in the left top and bottom, I have my reference images for Misyr, because hopefully inking and coloring I'll be able to finish them today. It took a whole session to finish. I mean, I didn't even finish. I still have to do the bottom half of him is not finished. It took a long time because his character design is extra. So it took a long time to chibify that design. Anyway, let's see. How do I get so I've got the video. How do I get the chat showing up on my little So it's got theater mode. Let me see what that is. Where's the clip? No. Full screen. No, I definitely don't want that. Oh, expand. Ah! There we go. Nice. Nice. So nice. The only thing is I was hoping to have the cordless mouse over here because I use the mouse with this hand. But it was too far away from my PC. So I've got it on this side. So I've got to sort of turn in order to use it. But this is still really awesome because now I can see the chat. I can see the video so I can tell if anything is wrong with the stream video as it's displaying on Twitch versus what I'm seeing on OBS. And then I've got my reference images, which I want to zoom in on this one so I can see the part of the sketch that I haven't finished yet. Where's the zoom button? Here it is. Okay, zooming in. Grab this. Yeah. It's really hard. It seems like it would be easy to draw as a chibi because chibi has less room for details and it's just smaller. But it's actually hard because of that. To turn a complicated character design into a chibi form, or at least the way I like to do chibis. So what I've got left, let's see. Yeah, I think maybe he's got a couple of these things swinging around here. Can't even tell what they are, it's so small. So far away from the camera. There we go. This little... Come on, camera, you can do it. Just the light a little bit. Well, anyway, maybe you can sort of see. This little swinging fork thing. It's got 2 on each side, but I think I'll just keep it at 1. Because it's such a teeny tiny little detail, trying to add a whole bunch of them. What we need to do is add another one over here. He's got this, like, shawl, tassel, scarf thing. He has another one on this side as well. And then he's got lots of, like, billowing cape and robes and stuff that needs to go over here. I'm not sure what I'm going to do about its feet, because my chibi feet are just little boops. So it's going to be hard to get his shoes and stuff. But that's what I'm going to start with. Got a pencil, mechanical pencil. This is one of those ones that's supposed to keep the lead from breaking. Can't remember if this is the one where you're like not supposed to let it go too far out. It's not really a problem for me if my lead breaks, but I got this in one of those art snacks or something, so may as well use it. It's a cool idea. Trying to save you lead. Just got my reference image. Oh, Sarah, welcome! Thank you for joining me. Okay, what do you have to say? I just saw your name and I got happy. You put more details in your tiny little chibi than I do my regular artworks, or have done in the past, because art block hit me hard since COVID started. Ah, yeah, it sucks. The COVID. I'm glad that in like the past 2 months, I finally hit my stride post-graduation, and yeah. What are you up to right now? If you're free, you could draw too. You could draw something. I'm doing fan art. You could do a fan art. Let's see. I've got to... I got to scroll up. There's not room on the screen up and down. Okay, so I'm going to zoom out a little bit. It's the way the cloth comes. I don't have... I need this whole part. It's so... Okay, he's got like tassels. What did I draw? I'm trying to figure out where I am. Okay. Wow, this is such an incredible character design. Okay, so he's got like some tassels hanging down. And they don't go that far on his normal self, but the chibi, since it just gets smaller and smaller, it's like it gets exponentially smaller as you go down the body for my chibi style. They are going to be relatively longer, but I also want them to look like tassels. So let's see. 1, 2, there's 5 visible. It looks like they go all around, but I'll stick to what I'm seeing here. 5 visible ones. Little tassels. I did some stitching to repair some stuff for work because it affects all of us, and they're too cheap to buy new towels and stuff very often. I don't get compensated, but it only takes some time since I already have the sewing machine. Oh, that's nice of you to go that extra mile to fix up the towels. I just sewed up my sleeping gloves. I have sleeping gloves. They're just normal gloves, but I got a hole in them. I wear them so that I put my lotion on at night and put the gloves on so that it will not evaporate too much or get rubbed off on other stuff. But yeah, I rescued a thing too recently. It took me a long time to think of even doing that. I don't know why. It's easy enough to just It's not like anyone's gonna see them, so it didn't need to be like a super good sewing job. I'm good with first aid type sewing. That's what I can do. Okay, I've got his... he's got like these little jewels hanging down too, but it's just too much. It's too much to add, so I'm just going to leave that. That's going to be simplified there. Right now I'm making some amiibo cards for another streamer. Then I will be writing to you. Oh! Yay! I finally got caught up on your letters, and then like a bunch came in and I was like, I have a card that I wrote all the things I wanted to write back about, but I only got one letter so far written. But it's still not a backlog like before, because the USPS has gotten pretty good at delivering the letters. Like, I've been quite happy. They sometimes, you know, it's a few days or they're kind of mixed and like I'm missing one, but then like next week it'll come or something. And it hasn't been like before. Maybe it's because the holidays are over. Maybe that's why they've gotten on top of it. But I haven't had to be waiting too long recently, and I haven't had too many missed letters. Okay, so this goes down to the foot, basically. Okay, it's hard because I don't want to zoom out too much because I can't see the details, but I also can't see how it's all working together, so I gotta zoom out a little bit more. Okay, that's good. Yep, repairs, I get it. I stitched some vase cradles that were coming apart at the seams and zigzag stitched the outside. Wow! Last week I stitched a special bag for a coworker. It was coming apart but had sentimental. Aw, that's so nice. You're always doing such nice things for everybody. So much sewing. So much sewing. I just sew holes. I have a hole and then I sew the hole. Or I sew buttons. Like, oh, my button came off. I'm gonna put it back on. Voting season, Christmas card season done. Yeah, I'm glad nothing's getting lost since I've been including little bits in with the letters. Yep, I have a nice stash of tea now that I drink whenever I read your letters. I get one of the tea bags that you gave me and have a nice cup of tea. Last time it was lemon tea. So nice and refreshing. Okay, so this doesn't cross. And I know it doesn't make sense to everybody watching because I don't have the reference image up on the screen. But this like comes down here and this one comes down here and it's not overlapping this part. Wait, what is this? Okay, this is like a cape thing or it's like a robe, okay. So this is coming down here. And they don't cover the feet, but they do touch the ground. Oh, there's like a little stray pencil mark here. It's bothering me. There. Got it. It boggles me how many people say they can't even sew a button. Yeah. I mean, guess it's the kind of... There's a word for it, but people just have gotten used to, oh, if it's broken, then just go buy another one, rather than trying to fix it. But I'm fortunate my grandma taught me how to sew, super basic sewing skills, and it's really come in handy, being able to sew stuff. Just to save things so that I don't have to buy more, or like say I'm doing a cosplay or something and I've only made my own cosplay once. I'm not like obviously since I can only really sew buttons and holes, I'm not like a cosplay maker. I just like to I like to do the play part of cosplay. But if something happens, I have the skills to like fix it on the fly and everything. No, I'm gonna have this. So I'm deciding which which of these two little like dangly things to keep. I'm going to keep the one on the outside because there's so much going on down here in this costume and it's going to get too much. And it's just going to be confusion. I'm going to have the one on the outside instead of the one on the inside. Yay. Boop. Yeah. Buttons are the easiest thing. I always wonder, did they even try? Yeah, I think the answer is probably no. And it might not even be a case of whether a person has the confidence. Like, it probably just doesn't cross people's mind like, oh, I can just fix this. So that's happened with me with stuff like, oh, dang, I just never even thought of that before. But now that I have, it's super obvious. These little things right here have a lot more than 5 of these little danglies. But I'm just going to stick with 5 because then it matches the tassels that I've drawn up here. Yeah, I gotta simplify. Really gotta simplify this. This is really complicated. This costume. Pretty sure I spent the last Chibi Friday talking about the costume's complications. Okay, I'm erasing some lines just so that I can keep straight what's what. I love this teeny tiny, maybe I can show it. This teeny tiny little eraser pen. Oh, it doesn't want to. Come here, focus on this, camera. You can usually do, you did so good last time. Oh well, anyway, it's the tiny little eraser. So good for like, that little small line right there. Okay, now, so this is actually, it's like a big furling. It's like, and then there's a separate one. Okay. So this goes, oh, and the other, it's really confusing. Okay. Wait, what? Oh, these are his sleeves. Oh, I get it. I haven't even done this arm either. Dang, dude. Why are you such a complicated... Oh, at least it's pretty easy. It's just a bunch of folded cloth. Okay. Let's get this sleeve. Because this other flapping scarf thing comes around. Whew, jeez. Okay, so this is here. And then this is... So, the folding cloth. So this is the purple cloth. It comes down like this. Yep. That's good enough. Not too complicated. I don't expect people to say they can sew a quilt, since even though it's easy, it takes a lot of time and effort. And even I don't sew clothes from scratch, but if you can hold a needle and see well enough to see the buttonholes, anyone can sew a button. It's true. It's really, I think it's really satisfying to be able to fix your own clothes, like a little thing like that. I don't know. So it's a small thing, but it's kind of empowering. Like, ha, I don't have to spend my money on a whole new pair of pants. Boom. It's fixed. My pants are good as new. Maybe even better because sewing by hand takes more time, but I think that you can get a more secure, versus the mechanical mass-produced sewing that's done on most clothes. Okay, this is a separate bit of cloth here. All folding in because he's got like his arm tucked in. And then what? It just sort of comes in like this because it's like these magician type sleeves. Yep, and then it comes down here like this. That's good. Yay. Okay. Clean this area up. so that I know what I mean to do. Yeah, machine is faster, but sewing by hand is sturdier. Yep. Plus, I've found, so I did make one cosplay costume from scratch. And I used a machine to sew a skirt and a button-up shirt, a pleated skirt and a button-up shirt. It was basically a school uniform costume. And there was so much waste anyway. Like, I obviously didn't have the time and patience to sew that kind of thing by hand, but there was so much waste, like, it would get jammed, or, you know, to, like the, having to do the, I can't even remember. It was like so much thread gets wasted if something goes wrong. Or, like, you have to redo it, and so you just take all the thread out or whatever, and like, by hand, if you're taking the time, you can save that kind of waste as well. Okay, so. Now, wait a minute. How is this? Oh, okay. Cool. I've never understood what was going on with his costume here. Just it looks like a bunch of billowing fabric. But what's happening is that he's got his arm over this cloth, and this purple cloth, well, you can't tell. This part is purple. This thing is this. So that's why it's coming out under here, because he's got like his arm over it. Oh, it's kind of like a stole on a, oh, I bet that's what it should be called. It's a stole, like on a graduation robe. But it just says super long. Wow, cool. I figured out a thing about his character design. Okay. I've got to scroll down so that I can see this again. So, this one is further back, but it's just about the same. So, I'm going to do it a little bit different than what I'm seeing. And then it just sort of, yeah, it comes down here, straight down here, and here's the purple. And then it's got the same design as here, so I'm going to do the same simplified design. Oh, I have 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Okay. There. That's good enough. Now do I got a ring. It's got this ring on the bottom, and then a little tassel. Although, I see. So this tassel is like lost behind this. Oh, I'm getting confused. Okay, that is that. This is this coming off of here. And then this is going all, so this is his main, like, robe that's touching the ground. Okay. I've got it. So it comes out like this, and sort of goes down, and then it's like all ragged and torn and curling up because he's like a demon lord. Yep. So that's why the tassel is basically lost behind this cloth. Yay. Oh my goodness, I figured it out. Og tassels. Has so many dangly bits on his outfit. Tassels here, little, who knows what this is. Maybe this is also a tassel. It's only on the end of a ribbon. And here, and here, and yep. Let me see. Is there anything on his chest? No, it's just more fabric, so I think, yeah, it's just more fabric. I'll just do a few lines to show that it's fabric. Fabric hanging down. Boop. There. Yay. Oh my goodness. Okay. So I've still got this other side of his robe. Whoops. Oh wait, what? What is this? Ugh. He's got like a cape too, and I don't know where it's coming from. Where is this cape coming from? Oh, maybe it's coming from the top. Jeez. Holy crap, this is a lot of fabric. Misyr, stop. Stop it. Stop overdressing. Okay. I'll finish this coming out this way. And it's like kind of flying up all crazy like. And then swirling around. Oh, that's a little too low. Okay, fix this. That's too low. Okay. Needs to be about the same. So I'm going to just draw a little reference line. And there's even more. What? Where is this coming from? What is this? Oh, okay. Gosh. Okay, so this. Oh, because I haven't even drawn this part yet. Oh my gosh. Okay. So it goes around and it's like all jagged and ripped up and torn. Boop. Okay. And then it sort of goes in here. There. That's good. Good enough. It's good enough. Though maybe I will increase this a little bit. Increase the size of this a little bit. Yep. Misyr. Coming together. Coming together. I've almost got your outfit figured out. Now, gosh, he has so many layers. So I'll focus on this one next. This part right here seems to be coming down and then goes out like this on both sides. And so I'll just add like a line or two to give the impression of some folded fabric. Clean it up, show what I have made a decision about. And there, I don't need the little reference lines anymore. Okay. Now, this is what I was a little confused about a bit ago. This fabric comes out over here underneath the more the outermost layer. There. Yay! Get my reference line out. I don't think it's visible. Yeah, it's not really visible on the other side. I'm doing it. Okay. Now, next layer, not the final layer. He's got like these cool, I don't know, harem pants maybe you call them. But they're layered. So he's got one layer like this. And it blooms out and then it goes on the ankle. Boop. That's adorable. It's so tiny because the foot's just a little tiny thing. Okay, and then here's the one that blooms out here, comes around the ankle and down onto the toe. And then there's another layer, black fabric, blooms out like that. And you can't really see it on this side, so just let that be. Boop. Oh, and let's put some lines for wrinkles. How about like that? Yep. Okay, and then this one comes around the heel. The black part comes around the heel. Oh, his foot's so tiny. It's extremely tiny. Okay, now to draw the foot. It's so small. Okay, and then he's got like wooden sandals or something. Oh, and they base. Oh my god, it's so cute. It's so small. The sandals are tiny. Okay, and here's this other foot. And I think I'm just not gonna do the little. But it's. I'll just do a little triangle. I won't do any of the intricacies. A little triangle of the thing that is the, what do you call that? The thong part of the sandal. There. Well, and then the back of the robe line showing where that is. Yep. Okay, only a little bit left for the pencil part. His cape thing. Cape thing is not really visible until after his elbows. Okay. So about here. Oh wait, let me see. Oh, yep. Okay. But because of the chibi proportions, it's just I'm gonna exaggerate its flowing outness. Ah, kawaii. It's cute. It's cute. Oh, and this one curves around. This one's also kind of ripped up and torn. Kind of like a vampire or something. Okay. Like a ripped up vampire cape. It even has like a hole right there. Okay. And this side, it does not curve in. You're just seeing the inside part. All nice and ripped. Ripped. Okay. Yeah. So right here, there's actually crossing ribbons. But I'm just going to leave that because there's so much. There is so much going on in here. Just leave that. Okay. Yay. Maybe I will actually bring this up a little bit more. Yep. Balance it between the two sides. Okay. Wow. Is this really okay, I'm gonna have to do a detailed look at my reference image versus the chibi to make sure I didn't forget anything before I move on to inking. Yay. Okay, so first his head. Let's see. Got his earring. Two horns. Ears. Well, one ear. Got his expression, which I took from my other reference image. So got his cute little winking face. Can't see his neck stuff, so that's okay. Earring. Just one. And then on the other side, his hair comes down. Okay. And scrolling down, we've got... Yeah, that's alright. So he actually has this big... I don't know what you'd call this. This is big thing that goes around him on both sides. But I'm leaving it off on this side because it feels better, even though, like, if I wanted to be really technical, I think it would be visible. But it's so crazy on the body part of the chibi. I'm trying to keep it more simple. Okay, moving down. Got his hand, yep. Bracelets, yep. Tassels and such, looks alright, yeah. Keeping that simple. Sleeves. Got the cape and the stole. And then his belt is good. More tassels. So many layers. Oh, gotta zoom out a little bit more. One each of these. Keeping it simple. Keeping it simple. Legs. Let's see. It's cape. And the robe. Yes. Okay. Hooray! I feel ready. I'm ready to ink. And this doesn't require me to do any looking at references. Unless I get confused about my own lines, which is a real possibility. So I'm going to put my pencil away. And what do I want to use to ink? It's so small. I need something. I've got these. Thinking about it. I'm thinking about it. I think I want a really small thing. At least for the body part, because it's so tiny. Okay, I think this is a small. Yeah. Use this. Zig Millennium. Although I guess I should test it. Make sure it's all right for markers. So just do a little draw. I'm gonna get a marker. Okay, got cool gray 1. So it'll really show. It's a really light color, so it'll definitely show if it is not good. Oh, looks good to me. Hooray! I'm so excited! This is my favorite card for this game. Okay. I don't do fan art very often because I don't want that to be my main deal, but it's still really fun to do fan art. Fan art is what got me on the path of professional creative artist, etc. I still enjoy it. Okay. I think I'm going to start from the bottom up. Oh, it's so hard to choose where to start though. Okay, I'm going to start from this hand. Yes. Yes. Boop. It looks like a little bean. His little hand is like a little bean. Boop. And his bracelet. Oh, Sarah! I think this is the one of the characters in one of the games that I got you. Just so you know. It made me think about it. So I was thinking about one of the letters I read from you recently. That's one of the things for me to reply about. You asked about play order for the Otome games. Because I got you Café Enchanté, right? I think so. Boop. Oh, okay, I do need to. Yeah. I'm confused about my own lines. Okay, I see. There we go. What? Okay. So confusing. Okay, this goes down. Ah! Didn't quite meet the lines up. That's okay though. This is fan art, not a big deal. Oh, it is so hard to tell what I'm doing right here. Okay, I'm gonna hold it up close. Okay. And then what? Oh, okay. Man, am I gonna be able to... Might have to use like... maybe a gold gel pen or something. Well, for now I'm just gonna do this. It's so small. This section is so small. Okay. Phew. And the spring thing at the bottom. And little tassel. It's so cute. I love cute stuff. It's just so... makes me so happy. Little cute things. Okay. Now, do this part. And... oh, I'll do this next. Oh, it's so small. It's hard. It's hard to draw this. The pen. This is like the smallest tip pen I have. It's still a little bit too big. It's alright. I'm making it work. Making it work. Look again. What am I doing? Oh, yep, it does. It rests on top. Okay. This fabric coming out from underneath. It's happening. It's happening. Okay. Let's keep going. Keep going. Urashi, kawaii. Now, the most closest thing to the viewer, I think, is the hair. What's going on with it? Is it all... I think this might be layered on top. Yeah. Okay, so this needs to be on top. Gonna trust my pencil lines for a bit. Be right back. Okay. I wanted to know the order of the games. Yep, that is on my list of things to write to you about. It's on the back side of the list, I think. Oh, yeah. Well, if you're still gonna write me anything today, then you can write about your Switch. 'Cause you did mention that you had to send it in or something. But I never heard anything except that you were playing again, so I figured that it was okay. But yeah, I don't want to know. I use my Switch every day. It's just such a big part of my life. And this weekend, I really want to play more Olympia Suade, which is another Otome game. Like my favorite genre of games pretty much these days. Well, it has to be Otome visual novel, and I'm very picky. It has to be good quality. I played one of what I call like a B. It's like a B game instead of an A game. And yeah, even though it was $5, I don't know if it was worth my time. Oh yeah. See you in a bit. Okay. Let's see. Oh, I want to check something. Oh, I want to check it on my phone. Okay. Here we go. Okay. Now, so I like to ink from the thing that's closest to the viewer back in space. But it's getting difficult now because things are like overlapping over one another. So I think maybe the next thing would be this weird, whatever his neck armor is. Neck and shoulder armor. Maybe it's not even armor. There. Yup. It's interesting how even though I drew all these lines myself, it still gets really confusing trying to remember what is meant to be what. Oh yeah, and this is the dark, this is an outer robe. And it comes up like this. Okay, good. And then what do I have here? Oh, this is a little allusion to his neck decor. Okay, and then this side. And then he's got like this thing, which is holding up this lower robe or whatever. Lower layer. Is this held up by something? It is, but it's so small. I'll just put a couple tiny lines just to show there's something. There. And what's next? Okay. Probably these tassels that I started drawing first thing today. Giving my drawing sound effects. There. Oh my, okay. I drew these crossing, like lacing. I'm just gonna have to pick, I guess. Or maybe I can zoom in on the reference image and see. Oh, yeah, way more complicated than what I drew. Okay, I'm just gonna make it like it's all connected. What I'm saying probably doesn't make sense right now, but that's okay. Okay. I'm getting confused about my... Okay, there it is. There we go. Okay, and then there, that one. Okay, and then down here, and here, and here. Whew! And then that can be like that. Okay, good. Belt almost done, just need the bottom edge. Okay, that's good. That's good. Next thing, this little ribbon. which is another one of these ones where I decided to just cut it down to 2, one on each side, instead of the 4 that are in the full character design. And then this sleeve. Okay, now this is coming down to connect with this line, and then this one connects here. Here's some wrinkles. Here's this like curling up, ragged cloth. I think maybe I won't even draw that part. I'll just draw this part. It's coming over and covering that. Here's this ring on this side. The other side of his stole. Phew, okay, and then I can draw the cape or whatever it is. I don't know if it's a cape or if it's just like his hood hanging down. Is that still a cape? I don't know. Okay, what haven't I done yet? This part. This robe and then the pants. Adorable little feet with the tiniest little sandals ever. Ooh, getting hungry. I can't wait. I'm having vegan supreme pizza for dinner from the local pizza company that offers the yummy vegan options. Oh, this little thing that goes over his heel. There. It's so small. It's so tiny. Now, for the top, I'm going to use a brush pen for the head. So everything's bigger. So that's how it works on my chibis. So there's a little more room, and I've got this nice small one. Most forward thing. Maybe this horn, or this bit of hair. I guess I'll start on the hair. Yeah, on hair it's so satisfying to use a brush pen. Is this going front or behind the ear? Front. Okay, move to the horn for a bit. These parts go behind the horn. Paper sticking up a little bit because I pulled, it's perforated, and I pulled so many things out that it's kind of sticking up. I guess I could pull this out, but I guess I will, because it's getting hard to do these parts of the hair with it being pushed up by these extra pieces of paper. Okay, put my sketchbook over here. Okay, let's get back to it. Much better, nice and flat. Yeah, I think I'll just finish the hair and then I'll move on to the face and the other horn and the earring, and I think that'll be everything before I erase. And once I erase, I will do a little bit more inking for a little more details. Especially on the body, because the lines are a lot heavier up top right now. Confusing right in this little section. Okay, I've got this. Boom, boom. There, good. That's good enough. Coming along. It's coming along. Other horn. confused about what's going on over here. Zoom in on my second reference photo, which is actually a screenshot from the game that I took. Ah, okay. Okay. Got it. Got it. Beep. Excelente. Okay, now I think I'll do this part. Just work my way over from here. In fact, I'm gonna use, this is getting kind of small again. I'm gonna use a small pen for the earring at least. Back to my small brush pen. What is the ear looking like? Okay, it's not that. Got it. It's hard to tell. Oh, just do that. In fact, that's probably good enough. Just leave it at that. I never finished. I never finished this hair over here. I'm gonna go back to the pencil for a second. He's got hair kind of curling around his cheek on this side and not as visible on this side because of the way his head is turned. It's not much though. It's just like a little. It's like a little bit. I'm trying not to get too many lines crossing over each other because then it just becomes too visually complicated. And then it goes down and there's a couple more. Okay. And then there's one here and one here. And we'll just call that good. That's good enough. Okay. What am I gonna do? It's actually completely covered. Okay, I'm gonna do this. Ha! There. I feel like I do want to, just a little space right here. That's good. Okay. Jawline. Time to do the jawline. Oh, my head is in the video. That's okay. It's just weird to look at the stream and then I see my own top of my head, which you never see your own top of your head like that. Interesting. Ooh, welcome back, Sarah. Wow, so much detail. Yep, now you see why I've been getting confused by my own drawing. So much. This character design. This character's design is intense. Okay. His face comes down. Boop. There's his chin. And up like that. Oh, the line went in a little bit. Well, I guess it sort of does. I didn't mean to do that. Well, whatever. That's what happened. This line went in a little bit. Okay. I'll just leave that. Let me put this. Plus I can probably just add a little bit more. And then it will get smoother. There. Yay, fixed. I always like to do a dark outline around the whole chibi anyway. Okay. Now the most important parts. The facial features. It's so cute. He's so cute. It's a little cute little chibi. Okay. Just looking at the picture of him. My reference picture. Okay. The way his eyes go are pretty cool. How his eyes look when they're closed. This cool little pointy stylized eyelash thing. Okay, and his eyebrow. Yep. And then a couple little beep, beep. And the other side. What's this? This is the shiny, so I'm not gonna actually draw that. That's just to mark that the eye shiny is there. Now what's the bottom like? Okay, it's kind of there. Yep, 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 yep. Okay, the edge of the iris. And this part. Eyebrow. Wow. The inking is, well, the first stage of inking is done. Okay. Guess I can start erasing from the body because that's the first thing I did, so it's been dry for quite a while. Ooh. I think I'm gonna use this first to gently pull away as much graphite as I can without rubbing the paper. It's my kneaded eraser. You can like roll it over instead of rubbing the paper, so it's like preserves the paper a little better, but it's definitely not a complete solution. So once I lift as much as I can, then I'll go in with a more traditional rubber eraser or a plastic eraser. I think that's as good as it's gonna get. I'm gonna spend all day doing that. Okay. Boop. Even if you erase all the same areas with the plastic eraser that you lifted, you won't have to rub the paper as much since there's not as much stuff left to erase. So it's nicer to the paper and helps preserve your ink lines a little more too. Though the eraser still will pull up some of the ink too. It's just inevitable. No problem. Have a good dinner. It's getting close to my dinner time too. 45 minutes and it's pizza time. Vegan Supreme. I can't wait. I've been looking forward to it all week. Trying to erase kind of gently so that I'm not rubbing away too much ink. So I'm not like jamming it on there and erasing like crazy, just lightly dragging it across. Getting there. Okay, first round of erasing done. Swipe the little eraser crumbs into the trash can. Okay, now I'm going to use a smaller eraser and start getting some of the leftover parts. Oh, okay. Taking my phone with me into the kitchen. Yay! I'm so glad that you were able to join me today. It's so much nicer to have an actual someone to talk to rather than just talking to myself the whole time so that the recording isn't boring, or so that if somebody pops in midway, well, at least I hope this is what they would feel like, that they can talk to me. Because I've joined art streams in the past as a viewer and been like, oh, they're so quiet. I don't want to interrupt them. Though I know sometimes you just get into the process and you don't think about it and you're just super quiet just because you're focusing. Like you're just naturally getting into the zone, and it's not that like you're trying really hard to do that. It just happens. Oh, yep, you said the same thing. I think a lot of times people get into the zone and a lot of viewers lurk. Yeah, I'm a lurker. Because I'm so busy every day that even when someone I follow starts a stream, if I'm even able to join, I'm not able often to actually engage with them. Usually just have it on in the background. That's another reason why I like to, even if no one else is watching, I like to fill the space and narrate my own process or something, so that if someone does pop in and they just want to lurk and watch in the background, then they can follow along even if they're not looking at the screen. I think this is good for the erasing. Oh, there's so many little eraser bits. There's like a one more. It's alright if a couple of them go on the floor. I just prefer to keep my studio as clean as possible. Okay, I'm gonna look at it closely. There's some little small parts that I could work on more, but I don't want to work forever on it. So once I start coloring, you won't be able to tell as much anyway. I think maybe I'll just do a little bit more around the edges where I won't have any color. There's a few spots that could do a little bit more. Especially spots like where I was drawing and then I changed it. Oh yeah, that's better. Can't tell. Oh, yeah. Right here and here. Okay. That's good enough. Get these last eraser crumbs. Oh. Where is your fancy brush? Oh, yep. I've got it. But I like to swipe into the trash can if I remember. So that I'm not like walking and tracking them all around. Little eraser bits. Yay! Okay. Now, back to ink. I want to add some more, I don't know what the word is, but refine. I want to refine the lines. So I think first I'll do my favorite thing, which is my favorite finishing thing, which is put a dark outline around the entire, as if it's like it's a sticker. And then once that's in place, it'll help me figure out where I want to enhance more of the lines, especially on the body, because it was two different pens and this is really light looking compared to this because it's thinner, and also I think just because it's a different kind of ink. Okay. Boop. Oops. I'm a little bit farther from the line than I want to do. It's okay though. So make sure those two don't touch though. Looks like I did it all right. Oh, it's so hard with these little teeny tiny areas. It feels like if I blink, I might mess up. Or like take a second, blink a bunch of times, and then continue. Yeah, it's already bringing the two. So it felt like two different halves because of the two different pens, but it's already bringing them together, just putting this outside line on. I love thick outlines. Me too. I just love variety of... I think that's why once these brush pens started coming into my life, I'm like, oh, this is my new favorite. I just love having a variety of line weights all in the same piece. It's hard doing the hair this way because I do want the thick outline to continue, but I don't want to lose that sort of delicate look that that hair just has. Any hair. So like instead of doing the whole triangle of hair, like I'll taper off and let the tip be the way it was and not mess with it. It's working. Almost done with the outline. Doing these thick outlines also helps me remember what is something and what is just like background space, negative space. Sometimes I forget and I've like colored something in and I was like, no. Now that I, step back or I've colored in other things, I realized, crap, that was supposed to be blank space or something else. So doing the thick line, I can distinguish that a little more easily. Like right here. There's so much going on here, but this is all hair, except for this little triangle, which is background. Let's see, I think it's hard to tell because both of my references are pretty pixelated. But I think his eyelashes are purple. Yeah, they seem really close in color to the eyebrows. Let me get some chapstick real quick. Relief. My lips are always so dry. Yeah, coloring is a lot of work, and with all those details can get confusing. Yep. I mean, at least with digital, there's always the, I've done it before, and like, oh man, I did not want to color that in. Well, I just use like the, what's it called? What is it called? It's called like the stamp. Like, it's like the clone stamp or something, and I'll just clone the area that is the color that I wanted it to be and just put it in that little small area, and then like, whew. That's part of my digital cleanup process. And little things like that, just, it's distracting. Just get rid of it. Undo button, yep. It's actually can be a curse, that undo button. So I'm like, no, undo, and then do the same stroke. No, undo. At least with traditional, I'm forced to just accept it. At least until I get it into the computer. Okay. Now I'm just going to add some extra ink to help give a little more depth to, like, so right here looks very flat. It's just like, it's just giving a little extra ink to also give it weight, so thicker lines toward the bottom as if it's a shadow. And then things that are on top of each other, like this hand is on top of the wrist, which is on top of the bracelet. Just little extra lines to help that stand out. Already much better now. All I've done is the arm. Done is the arm so far. Yeah, digital is often done so zoomed in too. Yep, guilty. I'm guilty. Zoom in like 300%. To get some tiny little thing that like nobody is gonna notice, but I'll notice. his hair stand out. I'm going to give it its own little thick outline. This little like ponytail looking thing. I don't know if it's actually a ponytail or it's just his long hair draped over his shoulder, but and a little bit more here where it's going under the chin. There. What else? What else? A little weight on the bottom of this. And this one. This area. Yeah, that really helps showing the different layers of fabric. Just adding a little bit extra ink. Showing what is laying over what. Right here. What else? Sleeve. Yay. This part too. Put a little bit extra on his ear. connecting some of these lines here on the eyes. This is definitely getting to the point where nobody else would notice, but I noticed, so I wanna fix it up. Let's take one last overall look, but I think I'm ready to move on to the coloring, well, to adding markers. So I'll do markers and then color pencil and gel pen. Markers first. Oh, the pants. Just a little bit for the pants. There we go. That should be better. Yay! Okay. So I'm gonna put this stuff away so that I can have room for my markers. How much time do I have? I have about 20 minutes. So I don't think I'll actually be able to finish this today, but I should be able to get a lot of color. Maybe in all of the base color. Wait, I was putting this on the outside so it didn't fall out. Okay, first thing I need, my, wow, marker came out. Oh, okay. My clippy pulled the marker out, this little clippy. I need this so I can see about, swatch book, that's what it's called. I can't remember what it was called. So I can see about what the colors are going to be like. Purple. Although, nah, he's got fair skin, so I'll start there because it's the lightest color. This. And it's a little more red than that. This one? Yeah. Okay, E00. This is pretty much the ultimate base color for typical anime character skin color. Oops. Okay, I've got to zoom out. Okay, that's right. He's got a glove that goes all the way up on his hand, so his wrist is not exposed. Let's see, on his feet though, his feet are here and here. They're exposed, the skin is exposed. Here and here and here. It's so tiny I'm just tapping the marker instead of actually drawing it along. Ears. I say ears, but there's only one ear. Only one ear is showing. It's so nice. I refilled this marker recently. And it's so nice and juicy. This is the part where I've got to move fast to minimize lines. If you let it dry and then go over it again, there will be a solid line where the new wet application met the old dry application. And that's another reason why a juicy marker is preferable, because then it won't dry too fast. I mean, it's alcohol, so it still dries really fast, but yay. Doesn't look like there's much streaking on the face. And I think this is it for the base skin color. Yep, looks good. So I'll put the flat colors on. So I don't have too much time left, about 15 minutes. And then probably next week come back, do the shading with marker, and then let's see, what do I do next? Maybe the gold next. Then start adding details with colored pencil and such. So gold is the next lightest color. Maybe this one. Maybe a more proper yellow color. Yeah. Y21. He's got the gold details everywhere. So let's see, it starts with his earring and his horns. It's not all gold, right? The gem at the bottom is not. This little horn covered decoration thing. I'm getting excited. He's starting to like come to life with the colors added. Oh, where's the next gold thing? This bangle. There's plenty more. Ah, the edge of this neck thing. I don't know what to call it. Let's see, it comes down here and here, and this thing is also gold. Yup. You can't really see that there. But this, oh dang it. Well, it's okay because that's dark. I colored in the wrong thing. Won't be able to tell because the thing that I colored in is almost black, so it'll just get covered up. What else is gold? The bottoms of these. Just scroll. Yeah. The bottoms of these. The ends of the stole. That's what I've been calling it. Which I wouldn't even have known what that was. Except I had one by my graduation regalia in December. I got the stole because it's meant to be given as a symbol of gratitude to someone who helped you with your achievement of graduating. So I give it to my husband because he's been supporting me so much in so many ways. It's definitely a big part. Thanks to him, I was able to go back to school and finish my degree. So now I know what a stole is. And I think this is one. I think I got all the gold. Got little triangles on the feet and those little dangles. I guess this is technically gold too. Okay. Next, lightest color. I thought a stole was an animal. I think I know what you're thinking of. There is an animal that sounds like that. It's kind of like I think it's like a weasel, but it's called something else. I guess the next lightest color is maybe this blue. It's a very nice blue too. It's like a aqua. No, this one? No. And maybe, what's this? Holiday blue? Hold it up. Maybe. How about in the actual blues? Peacock blue? Oh. Make this peacock blue. Or maybe processed blue for the light. Yeah, B05. B05. Here it is. Wish I could remember what that animal is. Stole. It's like a weasel. Something. I gotta look it up when I'm done. We'll figure it out. Because I feel like there is an animal that sounds like that. Ooh, pretty. Okay, so this part of his pants is also that color. A stole. And this one too. Oh, stoat! That was it. That's what I was thinking of. Isn't it? It's like a weasel thing, right? It looks like a little weasel, isn't it? I think it's like really cute. Like its ears are like. That's definitely what I was trying to think of. Any more blue down here that I actually drew the thing that it is? Didn't draw those gems. That tassel there is purple. Ah. This gem and these two little ones are also this kind of color. Though since they're gems, they're coming across as a lighter color, but I'll just put like light blue colored pencil on top to give them those gem-like highlights. Ah! It's happening! It's happening! He's becoming! Okay. Ooh. These colors look so nice together. Just the marker caps together. Okay, next. Next lightest color. Either purple or red. So, oh, he's got three kinds of, he's got red, like crimson, and then he's got like a sort of magenta-ish or fuchsia-ish color, purple, and then more of like what people think of when you say the word purple. I guess I'll just start with red. Just start with red. Yeah, crimson. Look, it even calls it crimson. Yep, this is the color. This is it. Okay, RV29. RV20, here it is. Yep. Ah, I'm so pleased. It's so nice with a juicy marker. There are like no lines in his face, in the coloring on his face. It's so smooth and nice. Okay. It's the inside of this. I gotta zoom out somewhere. So the red is, it's kind of troublesome. It comes in a little bit on the edge of this cape. So I guess I'll just do like some lines, and then when I color the rest of the cape, then I'll do lines the other way with the darker color. And on the outside of this is definitely red, and then the inside of this sleeve, and this part is also a little bit, but it's actually more like that fuchsia color. Making decisions. Oh, these tassels are red. Okay. Let's see. Oh, 5 minutes left, so I think that probably this color, well, I don't know. I don't know how long it'll take me. Probably this red will be the last thing I do today, and then I'll pick back up next week for next Chibi Friday. Okay, this sleeve, and it's like the fuchsia color in there. Okay, so I'll just do this outside part. Maybe I'll even do that little bit of, just a little bit of lines in there to bring the two colors together once I've drawn them both. Oh, this was gold too. That's okay. Got the gold right there. Hehe, that's why I keep all the markers out until I'm done. Oh. Dinner's ready, but Tom fell asleep. Aw, that's cute. He can reheat it. Yeah, it's almost my dinner time too. Oh, it's perfect. Wow. Aw, called to him, but he didn't wake up, and I think he needs the rest. Yeah, that's probably for the best then. Ah, it's really hard. This was a tiny spot right there. Okay, got that. Oh yeah, so like just a little bit on the edge of this like cloak, cape, or whatever. Oh, adding the colors is so nice. It's really helping distinguish everything. Whew. Okay. There. Just something like that, and then I'll blend it in with the dark gray color that the rest of this is once I get there. Because it's like watercolor markers, best to work from light to dark. Ah, so pretty. This color combo. Yeah, I think that this is a good stopping point. I will though, let's see, need a lip pen. mark down what I've used so far. So E-double-O Y21 B05 and RV29. Just so if I need them again, I know exactly which color to use. I just noticed a big blob of pink ink on my finger. I have no idea where it came from. It's dry, so I hope it didn't smudge it on anything. I know how that is. That happens to me too. And not just that, like, you can't see it as much today, so that's good. But I just got a random bruise a couple days ago, and it was like super red, and then yesterday it was all brown. Today it's just kind of yellow, and you can't even tell that it's there anymore. I'm like, what happened to my hand? Right here, and then how could I not notice getting hit or whatever happened? I mean, I noticed once it was there and it was hurting. Oh, anyway. Yeah, I'm glad we got to hang out too. Yay! Thank you for joining me. It's so much more fun to stream with someone to chat with. Okay, but this is it for today. Maybe there's even already some delicious pizza waiting for me for my Friday dinner. That's it for now. Thank you for joining me.